welcome back once again to the basement of Baron Morbid. I, as always, am your host, Baron Morbid. That's this guy.
Yeah.
Jacques, you're all mummified.
Yeah.
Looks like a nice 4-ply mummification. Let me get that out of your face for you. Is that for today's movie?
Yeah.
Wrestling Women versus
Aztec Mummy.
versus Jock Strap, right there. No, versus the Aztec Mummy. Yes, so it's the third of the Aztec Mummy. We've already done the robot and the curse of the Aztec Mummy. Now it's finally Wrestling Women. So Jacques was inspired to put together a 50-cent mummy get-up here. Yep, that's right. Cost, what do you think, about 50 cents?
Cost nothing.
Well, you had to pay for the toilet paper.
Cost like 2 cents.
2 cents! I have enough left to make a whole other mummy here! We'll keep that. Or should we put out a little streamer of it and toss it at camera person Dandy? What do you think?
Yeah.
So, she might go on strike, and plus we could use this later on in the show. So we're gonna leave that right there next to the foot. Alright. You heard the man? Wrestling Women versus the Aztec Mummy. Go watch the first part of the show, then come on back and we'll see what else is going on in this place tonight. Get out!
Black Dragon's gang murders archaeologist.
Black Dragon strikes again. Dr. Van Dyne disappears.
They're following us. Come on.
Boo! Well, shout! Boo!
Gosh, honey, they were really rough on us.
Yes, those two wrestled like bobcats. You and I almost didn't even make it.
That man there.
Who's standing there? We mean it, you. Come on out.
Just who are you?
I'm sorry, young ladies. I came in a second ago to wait for you, too. You're looking at Dr. Mike Sorva. It's important that I talk to Mike Henderson. I was told that he's your fiancé.
Yes, that's true.
I came here to see him. The situation is quite urgent.
That could be him knocking. It's not locked. Hi, honey. This gentleman's looking for you. He says that he's Dr. Sorba.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
I'm sorry to intrude. I came to see you at the request of your uncle, Professor Tracy. He said he wanted to see you immediately in his apartment. He's there now, waiting.
Is he in some difficulty?
Yes, young man. Exactly. And I'm in trouble, too. Because the Black Dragon and his men are making threats on our lives.
And why do they want to kill you?
I'll tell you. Just about a month ago, your uncle and I, and 3 other eminent colleagues, started opening an ancient tomb near here, and ran across a priceless inscription. Now, just as soon as the dragon heard this, and what motives he had is still to be explained, he began hunting down the others, and he tortured them all without pity to get them to reveal who had been designated to guard the records.
But go on.
During the journey, all of us swore not to reveal the secret, knowing very well that our silence could mean we'd be killed. And the result? My other colleagues went to their deaths, one by one. I'm sure you've all read what the press has had to say.
I can see the Black Dragon's plan now. He's using the process of elimination to get to the one who has the secret.
Yes, but the only remaining ones in the group are Professor Tracy and I. I can't take much more. This situation is slow torture. My life's been threatened and I'm scared. I was followed here tonight, and I did not hide that codex. I want you all to know it. The scripture is not in my possession.
Calm down, sir.
Listen, Doctor, we'll look into this. But you should have gone directly to the police after you'd been threatened by them.
Only we were under constant vigilance, and not a day passed but that we'd get a message threatening us and the members of our families as well, if we even dare to...
And the murderer works for the Dragon.
Master,
What news do you bring, Mayo?
tonight I found Dr. Sorba.
Where is he? Did you bring him?
No, he was hiding in a wrestling arena. I killed him, Master.
What are you saying? Do you mean you disobeyed orders and murdered a man I need?
Master, he did not know where the scriptures are.
Are you quite sure?
Completely, sir. He confessed that much to the people he was talking to.
This alters somewhat the situation. Did you hear that, my sisters? Slowly but surely we are winning. Soon we will have the objects that we need. In a few days we are going to obtain the codex of the Aztecs. And when that occurs, my dear sisters, you too will have more power than anyone else in the world. Mayo, I am sure you're aware of the next step that must be taken.
Yes, sir.
I think you obviously realize that since you've eliminated this Dr. Sorva, now there is only one man remaining. And in this case, it is important that no harm come to this person, nor to persons he has relations with, until we get our hands upon that codex. Is that understood, Mayo?
Who is this individual, my brother?
It is Dr. Tracy.
And since that unfortunate day last June when we ran across the Aztec Codex, I'm sorry to say that all my colleagues have gone to their deaths. My old and dear friend, Dr. Zorva, has been killed, as well as Charlotte's father, Professor Van Dyne, and the other men victims of those criminals.
The men who killed Father must be caught and punished, and I'll see to it. I shan't rest until the Black Dragon is in a cell.
And Charlotte's all alone in the world now. She doesn't have any relations. She came to the house to find protection a week ago, and I let her stay here.
I'd like to know, is that codex so priceless that all those men were killed for it, Uncle Lewis?
According to the data that I have, there are certain markings in the codex that tell the exact site where the Aztec treasure is hidden. Naturally, we intended to give the codex to the official authorities, but the day that we found it, the hoodlums that the dragon has to do all his dirty work had found us, and we were attacked, too. They managed to make off with part of the codex. It's completely useless the way it is now. And so we combined our forces in an effort to find the missing part, only we failed.
The situation is very dangerous, Uncle Lewis. Naturally, the dragon and his men imagine that you, the one man remaining of the group, is the one who has the codex. They'll try to get their hands on it using all possible means, obviously.
We can get back the other part that they took from us. I made a plan. May I count on your assistance?
Certainly, sir. You can be sure.
Well, in that case, I'll divide the codex among you three. Each one of you is to guard a section of it. I will send you people the parts you're going to hold, only you won't know when or how. And after we're out of danger, then we'll put the pieces together.
Professor, I think your plan is very good. That'll change things. Since the dragon and his gang need those three sections, their search is going to be harder.
On the other hand, we can fight the gang and get back the part that the dragon has now.
That's fine, but I propose that as long as this case lasts, we all live here to protect each other.
I have no objection to that.
Well, we shouldn't waste any time then. We'll pack up a few things and be back a little later.
And don't open the door to anyone who can't show you satisfactory identification. I'll be back soon.
Dr. Tracy? Loretta, come here.
Charlotte, I'll be sending you what I promised you, and God bless you, Dr. Tracy.
Loretta, Ruby, what is this?
The dragon and his gang again. They were in here. I'm sure they kidnapped Charlotte and Dr. Tracy got away.
I can't make this out. Uncle Lewis escaping, but why?
Don't ask me.
Put this in my box, please.
All right.
Now watch while I dominate this girl's will and use her as an instrument to help us find those who are struggling against us. I can even make her kill. Just a few injections and my hypnotic power will start to make her hate the ones she now considers to be good friends. Should I demand it?
Hello? Yes, just a moment. It's for you.
Hello? Anything new, sweetheart?
No, nothing. All the men are looking for her, but it seems that Charlotte disappeared into thin air.
The poor kid. God only knows what's happening to her or where she's at.
Look, we're doing all that's possible to find her, Loretta.
I don't know what time we'll be able to get back there. I want you to make sure that all the doors are locked. So long.
I'll see you later.
So he hasn't any news about her?
No news.
That was the second step I took to dominate her mind. When she awakens, the girl won't have control over her mind as I explained. And then she'll do exactly as I order.
She has to do her job this very night, my brother.
Things are going to go well for us. Your genius never has failed.
Come along. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. My name is Charlotte, and I am Dr. Van Dyne's daughter. My name is Charlotte, and I am Dr. Van Dyne's daughter. I am awakening from a long sleep. The Black Dragon is my only friend. I must hate those who hate him. I must hate those who hate him. Arise, Charlotte. Walk. We are going to visit some friends. Go out through that door. I will lead you. Yes. I will tell you what you must do. Now, I want you to act quite normally, so that no one will suspect you.
Yes?
It's Tommy and I.
Any news?
Nothing.
Did you see your uncle?
I'm afraid not.
I have a hat here for this address.
Hmm? Dear Tommy, your hat was sent to the cleaners to be blocked. Dr. Lewis. Seems to be his handwriting.
I bet this is a trap. I don't wear a hat anyway.
Well, you can see your name there. That's all I know about it. Excuse me, please.
Let me see.
Hey, I think it's a secret message that Dr. Tracy sent us. The hat is a disguise.
Yes, she's right.
Watch out. It might be a Limburger cheese that they sent to poison us.
Don't be a clown, will you? The message must be here somewhere. Put it on.
Yeah! It's a joke, it must be.
How about the lining?
Let me hear if there's a clock in here first.
Tommy, look in the hat band. We're in a hurry.
Calm down, will you? I only want to be sure there's no bomb in here.
It's a key, Tommy. Hotel Rio. His key has to mean something.
And it means that my uncle has worked out a plan to turn the 3 parts of the codex over to us. You've got to go to the Hotel Rio right away. Room 13. I'll bet you find the part of the codex you're supposed to keep.
You have to go to room number 13 at Hotel
You're
Rio.
the one that's going.
All alone?
The plan that Dr. Tracy worked out was for each of us to work alone so that we could defend ourselves.
Right.
I suggest that Tommy go to that hotel. And I'll go with him so that I can give him protection.
You're my guardian angel. As an Amazon, you're the greatest. Well, come on, if you have no objections.
Not me. Go ahead. You'll find the address in the telephone directory.
Come on, lend me your hand. Let's see. R, like in cigar. Rios, doctor. Cheap facelifting. No, that's not it. Rio de Janeiro. Ever gone to Bahia?
Tommy.
Don't clown.
Rio, Grand, Rio. Here, Hotel Rio. Come on, you put it away.
It's new! It's amazing! It's the Very Morbid in Action figure!
What does it do?
Absolutely nothing!
That's boring.
Order yours today!
Attention, mail. The codex has been divided in 3 sections. Go to room 13 in the Hotel Rio. 1 section is there.
I know what's on your mind, dear. We'll be late.
Come on.
Number 13, please.
On the first floor. Take the stairs. Third room on the right.
Doc? Doc? Dr. Tracy? Guess he's left. But...
You'll receive more orders later on. Try to rest and shut the door tightly.
Where'd they hide the other parts of the code? Now talk.
What other parts?
We're not kidding. Who is it?
Open up!
Open the door and get him in here fast.
Hey, don't push. Can't you see I'm tight here? Go out in the hall. No, don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone.
I'm taking these two men to headquarters for interrogation. We better hurry.
Double crossers. My back's twisted like a pretzel. Come on, you guys.
Did you get it, Mayo?
Yes, by pure luck. Those wrestling girls stopped us.
A curse on them. How would you like to face those two girls and match your strength against them? A delightful show. The best trained girls in judo in Asia against two girls who are great wrestlers. How much time you need to tear them to pieces?
3 minutes.
Did you hear that, Mayo?
Something else. Wang and Lee are his prisoners.
Only they won't talk because they know what their sacred duty is when they're arrested by the police.
Now, you better tell us all about it. If you give us the straight facts, it'll be a help to you. Answer! Tell me who the dragon is.
No, it's no good, Inspector. He won't tell us a thing. Go get the other prisoner.
Watch out!
It's poison. Cyanide's quick.
Inspector, the prisoner committed suicide in his cell.
Charlotte. Charlotte. Awaken. Awaken. Get up. You're going to do something very important for me. Look under the pillow and you'll find a syringe. Pick it up. Now listen well. I want you to inject that man that's outside on the couch. Take him by surprise. I want to ask him some questions. Go up to him, Charlotte. Inject him. Now. Can you hear? Tommy. Tommy.
Someone speaking. Ah, it's only you, Charlotte.
Tommy, listen.
Well, what a deep voice you have, Grandma dear.
Listen, you idiot.
Words, nothing but words.
Do you know where Dr. Tracy is hiding?
What a stupid question. I don't know, and neither do you.
Look out, Charlotte. Someone's coming. Use the syringe.
Charlotte!
Meddling fools. Charlotte. Charlotte, wake up. Do as you're told. Wake up. That's it. Now listen to what I'm going to say. You must be careful or someone will discover the microphone you have attached to your shoulder. Cover it up. Hurry. Open the door and wait for my instructions.
Are you Charlotte Van Dyne? These flowers were sent by Dr. Tracy. Excuse me.
Close the door. Something has to be hidden among those flowers. Make a thorough search. What is it?
It's a key. I recognize it. It's the key to my post office box.
What post office is it?
It's the one on 3rd Street.
Good. Leave immediately and bring the key to my house. We're winning. Now we have 2 parts and there's only 1 lacking. She'll bring the key and we'll get our hands upon the other section. There's only 1 more. And when that's accomplished, we'll disappear into thin air.
Ruby! Ruby! Tommy! And Charlotte!
This is your post office key, Charlotte. Use it. Dr. Tracy.
The dragon now has 2 parts of the codex. Dr. Tracy hid all 3 parts in other places.
That means, Loretta, that we have to find where the other section is, and it's important. Beat the dragon and his gang to it. My uncle sent us instructions to this place to go to 2 other places, and they form lines from the west to the east to the south. From the post office to this apartment, there's a straight line, as you can see. Now then, the Hotel Rio is right here. If I complete the triangle, stopping halfway across the base leg, it has to show us exactly the place we want. The address is at... Look at that, it's the arena.
That means he placed it in a locker.
Mayo, get together all the men in a hurry and try to steal the 3rd part in the National Arena. Do this and our work is finished. Don't let anything detain you. Put your hands up.
Hold it! Or I'm going to burn the codex.
Stop right there.
Don't try anything.
All right, I'll call off my assistants. I'd like to know what you're going to do.
I intend to leave as fast as possible.
Please wait. I'm sure you'll agree this little game is not helping anyone. I propose that we agree on a deal that will bring this to an end. I'll bet your part of the codex against the 3 that I possess now.
All right, go on.
Your 2 friends are wrestlers. My sisters also fight. I propose they show us who is stronger. And the pair that wins the codex. I'll turn over the sections I possess. What's the matter? It seems to me that you're all frightened.
What kind of match would it be?
Each one will use his own style. My sisters would use their judo, and you would use your wrestling holds.
I'm against it, girls. Maybe it's another trap. Who's going to assure us that you won't play dirty, that you mean to keep your word?
I, whose name is Prince Fujiata, swear by Fu Ying, he who rules the 7 suns, and by the sacred ashes of my revered ancestors, let Mitsuyaka keep me from entering into paradise, that holy world that is ruled by our gods, if I break my word.
All right, then we accept.
Loretta, but...
Let's get this thing over with, once and for all.
Magnificent. It's best that my sisters challenge these young ladies. I think the contest should be held in public, too. In 2 weeks, that is to say, if you don't object.
Well?
After the match is finished, the codex goes to the girls who have been declared the winner. Agreed?
Yes.
We'll see you in 2 weeks, then.
Just a moment there. There's one other very important detail. That you return Charlotte to us.
To prove I'm a man of honor, I shall release her. She's under my hypnotic power. But I'll release her in a normal state, so there's no need to worry. We'll say goodnight now.
Good night.
Honey, for heaven's sakes, why didn't you call in the police to arrest Fujiata?
If they arrest the gang now, we'll never get our hands on the codex. The man is very sly. I intend to use the same weapons he employs. I'm making a plan. As soon as the match is over, I'll spring the trap.
Sensational fight between members of the weaker sex. Judo experts against wrestlers. Loretta Venus and the Golden Ruby against the Oriental Judo champions Lien and Su.
No, I shouldn't have permitted you to accept the challenge. You two aren't trained in judo, and those girls were great champions in the Orient.
How about that?
Their advantage is the Japanese method, but don't rule out the many tricks that we use, applying pressure holds. And we can punch them if they get too rough on us.
Yes, but they're going to use every possible trick on you. They're going to try to break your arms or your legs, perhaps your back if they're able.
I don't know. I think that with a good headlock or a double Nelson, our two judo experts will start shouting uncle. Don't you think so, Loretta?
Welcome back! All right, first part of the show. What do you think there, Mummy Jacques?
I think it's stupid.
Hey, we're missing some stuff on the table. Where's all of our Hannah? It must be Hannah.
She probably ate it.
Ate it? You think she ate it? Let me look. And that monster. Wait, I know. We'll perform a Hannah-ectomy. Here, let me see. What do we got in here? We got the Medusa. Look at you. Oh, no, she's stoned.
No, she's not.
That right there. What else you got in there? She's dropping stuff. The eyeball!
She doo-dooed out an
How
eyeball.
would that even do that? That's gross. Wait. What else is in here? Wait! It's Squeakers!
Get out!
Squeakers, are you in there? Can you hear me? No, you're waiting for him, Squeakers! Go look at it! Oh, there he is! Silly rat! What are you going near that thing? Look at those teeth. Yes, those are bad teeth. Hannah didn't mean it. We just probably forgot to feed her this week. That's all, right? Don't yell at the frickin' monster, or she's gonna eat you again when we're not looking. Right? Right! Alright, folks. Go watch some more movie. We'll be back in a minute. Get out.
There's one fall to go, and that's all there is to it. But I'm afraid that Loretta and Ruby are tired out.
They'll be lucky if they beat the Japanese girls. How does it look? Do you think I'm foolish or pessimistic?
The two things together. No, but I don't see how Ruby and Loretta's going to beat the Orientals. They're holy terrors.
So you didn't think our pair would win, eh? They had their hearts in it, buddy. It was all heart.
Golly, I never thought that you two.
Come on in. Dr. Tracy.
Loretta, honey, congratulations. You were terrific.
Wonderful,
I'd like to congratulate you all. But especially these two young ladies here. As wrestlers, I assure you they have no equal. It isn't every day that two eager challengers can beat my sisters. And yet you did so tonight, and most fairly. Here is the codex I promised you. Would you like to examine it?
Look at it.
Is it in order? Fine. In that case, I can see no reason for staying. So I shall say farewell.
Just a minute. In our deal, I said nothing about you getting away scot-free. So it's my duty to arrest you. And your man here as well. I'm afraid you'll have to accompany me to police headquarters to answer to all the charges that have been registered against you.
Don't make any trouble as you go out now. We want to avoid attention. You try anything, and I'll use this whistle here to call all the police that are posted in the arena.
That won't be necessary.
We'll meet back at the apartment. March, mister.
Come on. My sisters will take care of those idiots.
I'd say there were 30.
Are you hurt? Honey, what happened?
Those cute little Orientals attacked us. Why didn't you blow the whistle, you jerk?
There wasn't any time to. And I'm not the type to hit women. They're barbarians. You two laid them out, but they sure took it out on us. They were about to send us to paradise. And paradise is boring without you.
Shall we send some men to take the codex away from them, Master?
No. You know, at times it's convenient to let your enemies work out their own ideas. Perhaps they'll work for us. You must remember that patience is the greatest virtue. I'll wait for it. Sooner or later, they are going to show us the way. And at that moment, I'll plan my action.
I think the next thing for you to do is to decipher the codex, Doctor.
I don't know. It's caused us so much trouble and brought us so much disaster that, frankly, I'm afraid to go ahead. No one can foresee what else could happen to us.
You mustn't bring your search to a halt now. Doctor, in the memory of my father and his companions, I propose that you carry on his great work so that his fame won't die.
I think Charlotte's right, Doctor. Just think, Doctor, if we do lay our hands on the Aztec treasure, and it is so fabulously large, as people say, in that case, the government can use it for public works.
Uncle Lewis, you must continue. It's a great secret that has to be brought into the open.
All right. It seems that you've all come to agreement on this. I won't give up the search, and I'll get on it right away.
is your king.
No, you see, I make a mistake.
I've finished at last, and the story that this codex tells us is something that can only be described as extraordinary.
Read it, Professor, read it.
This history was written by Popoca, a great warrior of the Tlacatecal tribe that belonged to the Aztec Confederation. Of the life and death of the Nagual, Texomoc, and his beloved Xochitl.
Nagual. What does that word mean, Doctor?
According to the dictionary compiled by Francisco J. Santamaria, it's Nagual. In original Aztec, it's Nahuali.
They're back! They're back. They're still, hey, now watch it. You gotta be able to show the trademark goggles at all times. Who knows, we might get picked up by a network. Speaking of which, apparently, soon, Baron Morbid and Jacques in the basement of Baron Morbid will be shown on, what's the name of that thing?
Underground TV.
Underground TV at Free Underground Network. FreeUnderground.com, I think. I'll find out the actual thing. We'll put it at the end. In the titles. You'll find out what it is. And as always, it's time to go to our bit.
The foot.
The foot. The part where I get, do you want to make obnoxious noises with squeakers? I'll let you. Alright. And we're going to see if our foot, after another week of being in the dank, dark. Hey, maybe I can pick it up with this.
No.
Get it for me. Ooh, you want to see something neat like this? We'll put it in there as far as it'll go, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ready? Watch this camera. Ooh, hold on. Don't move. Okay, ready? Woo! That was awesome. Anyway, let's see how the foot's going. Drum roll for you out there rolling drums. I think the foot is exactly the same. We might have to call this a wash. A washed experiment. What do you think?
Yeah, this experiment kind of sucked.
Yeah, I think we'll have to come up with... We'll go to the dollar store and see if they have any other things. This is truly as big as this foot's going to get, so I think we're going to just drop it back in there. Still no ploppies. Alright, get back squeakers before you make yourself deaf. Squeakers, stop yelling at Jacques. You stay right there. I will towel off with my mad scientist robe. Coat, whatever. Come on, I've never washed this thing. Can't wash it. Gotta keep my heart alive. Oh, alright. I'll put a foot in there then. What do you think?
Okay.
Foot fit?
Yeah, sure.
Not really. Although I do have a mini skull. Trade you the mini skull for the heart. Give to thee, Jacques. You know you want the mini skull. You can throw it at people. It'll hit them in the head. It'll be more fun.
Okay.
There you go. Don't throw it at the camera person. I know where you were going.
That's
Yeah, I knew where you was going. All right. You got one last bit.
Trade
one
back.
last part. We'll trade back during the break. One last thing of Robot versus Aztec Mummy. Get out!
Witch doctor. To the indigenous Aztec societies in America, it meant sorcerer that could change its shape by enchantment. And there's the other version by Fuentes and Guzman. In their book covering the subject, page 273, here it is. It says the Aztecs thought that certain things were supernatural, and that among these were the Naguales, or witch doctors, and that according to their ideas, they adopted the forms of serpents, jaguars, and balls of fire.
Continue, Uncle, continue.
I do swear on this occasion that I've been ordered to see Meclantecutl, who is the god of the world below us, and that what I tell you actually did occur in our great and beloved city of Tenochtitlan. Here, where our 4 enormous avenues lead to the spot where our houses are located, by the great temples of stone where Xochitl lived. She, who belonged to this great and glorious civilization of valiant and indomitable warriors, warriors of the jaguar, warriors of the eagle, and beautiful young maidens. This was a great empire whose creations in art and music were in full flower. Our people held elaborate festivities in honor of our gods, gods to whom the life of Princess Xochitl was to be delivered. She was a radiant virgin who from childhood had been devoted to the feast of Toxcatl in honor of Coatlicue, our goddess of death. She was to be sacrificed within 8 moons, but it was her sacred duty to remain pure. For that end, she was imprisoned in the great Teocalli in preparation for her death. For an Aztec maiden, there is no greater honor than to die for her gods. No one was allowed to look upon her or touch her until the hour of her sacrifice. Everything had been set in readiness for the ceremony of her death. But at that moment, something terrible happened. Tezomoc entered the temple. He was a Nagual that possessed strange powers, and he had stolen the heart of Xochitl. He did not want her to die, and he beseeched her to run away with him. But Xochitl was absolutely sure that the ire of Coatlicue would follow them all through their lives. Listening to the dictates of his love for her, Tezomoc the Nagual carried her off in his arms, thereby leaving himself open to the most terrible revenge possible. They were bound and returned to the great temple, where they would receive the punishment they deserved for having broken our sacred laws. Xochitl was placed upon the sacrificial stone and was bound to it. The high priest cursed them, while Tezomoc, fuming with rage and frustration, struggled to get free. He was unable to use his witchcraft, since they had taken the precaution of covering his eyes, from whence his power originated. Once the sacrificial fires had been lighted, a breastplate was placed upon Xochitl. This breastplate indicated the exact spot where our people's treasure was located. The Aztec treasure. Xochitl was killed, but not in honor of our great god. Tezomoc was buried alive, and his punishment is to maintain an eternal vigil over the breastplate. And through the endless centuries, his soul will never be able to enjoy eternal rest. While the high priest blew a mournful dirge on the shell, a slab was placed upon his tomb. And that is how death finally came to Texomoc, the Nagual, and his beloved Xochitl.
That's a most interesting story, Doctor.
I've never heard anyone talk such utter nonsense.
Well, the important thing is for us to find that Aztec treasure, Uncle Lewis.
Let me make one thing clear to you. Through the centuries, a story has been handed down that tells about an old curse. He who profanes the tomb of the Aztecs and finds the breastplate will be under the threat of death until the breastplate is returned to the tomb.
Well, Uncle, but you don't think that's true, do you?
Don't scoff at the supernatural, because there are certain mysteries that neither science nor man's intelligence have been able to unravel.
Well, what do you think about it?
I think we'd better get busy and find that treasure.
Will you go with us, Professor?
Yes, yes. And I certainly hope that we'll never have reason to be sorry that we did it.
Well, I think our next move is quite obvious now. Right, Mayo?
Here. It's the stone we need.
I'll see you back at the house. But, Master, we can kill them right now if you let us use our pistols. That's a stupid idea. They must be protected for now, until they find exactly what they are looking for. We will go.
We came here for nothing.
Silence! I alone give the orders.
But
obey the Master.
Here's a passageway.
Go in. This is the door that's mentioned.
Can you help me?
Now we're below the Great Pyramid, and this passage should lead us to an enormous air duct. Go on. The goddess. We made it to the lower temple.
So cute. It's marvelous.
Looks dead to me, Professor.
Don't be stupid.
Did you hear that?
Yes, a strange noise. Maybe it was the wind.
No, it's Tezamok.
Calm down, Professor. You're a little nervous,
No.
that's all.
No, come before it's too late.
How much shock can you take? It will haunt you forever. From the depths of evil comes a diabolic killer of beautiful women. The vampire's coffin. See a vampire's body stolen from its tomb. A psycho killer removes the stake so the vampire can again prey on beautiful women. It's in the vampire's coffin. And to complete a double night of horror, a monstrous nightmare of terror, turned loose in a fight to the death. The robot versus the Aztec Mummy. They will bring you a night of terror. We dare you to see them, but don't come alone. The vampire's coffin in an all-new double horrorama show with The Robot versus the Aztec Mummy, presented in Hypnoscope.
Monster of the deep, with a blood-chilling pattern for murder, a flood of action, terror and suspense that spell the Embalmer. She-Beast, deadlier than Dracula, wilder than the werewolf, more frightening than Frankenstein.
A young girl is murdered at a famous English boarding school near London. The newspapers call the mad killer the sinister monk.
Help! Help! The monk was here!
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Who is he? Who is the sinister monk?
What was that?
Whoever gets in the way of the sinister monk is a dead man. Scotland Yard uses every means at its disposal to capture the ruthless murderer. Who is his next victim? Don't miss the sinister monk.
The terror of the unknown reaches out from forgotten centuries, and a horror legend 2,000 years old comes alive as a hideous demon rises from the grave to bring a new high in horror to the motion picture screen. The Vampire and the Ballerina. No one is safe from this monster of the night, this creature from the crypt of the living dead, who stalks the countryside in search of victims for his insatiable bloodlust. The Vampire and the Ballerina. Into the evil domain of the Vampire King comes a company of beautiful dancers. And the most desirable of them all is the ballerina. Helpless in the grip of his satanic power that brings everlasting enslavement to her soul. The screen has never reached such heights of fright, such soul-shivering suspense, such heart-stopping horror. You will remember for always the startling, haunting motion picture, The Vampire and the Ballerina.
Who are you? Can a dream change a man's whole life? Linda Christian is almost too desirable to be real. And Robert Alda, too fascinated to resist her. You really are a witch.
You must become one of us first.
Anything.
You must take the oath to Gamba.
Oh, great Gamba, highest executioner, supreme devil, god of evil, make your decision. Death is a plaything when you are caught in the devil's hand. And the devil's plaything is devastating.
You'll never escape me, darling.
Is he really her willing victim? Or a person possessed? Spin the wheel. That knife is set to kill.
Statistics say that every year London has 40 nights of fog.
And who will they murder tonight, I wonder?
Every morning, the police discover a new victim.
Who's the dead man?
The crime wave continues, and Scotland Yard combs the harbor in search of the madman. Where is he? Who is he?
A gang calls itself that because they pull their crimes in the middle of the night.
Watch it, it's hot. Very hot.
Fear reigns. Danger lurks everywhere. And the police are powerless. Terror grips another victim. And another. And still another.
Within the violent waters that cover this earth comes a mighty motion picture destined to be remembered above all others. Starring John Carradine as the scientist who was deceived by his own fantastic experiments.
Pray, what happened?
I think something's buckling.
Hey! Hey! Can you hear me?
This story of a group of scientists who penetrate the depths of a mysterious ocean brings you underwater thrills and breathtaking excitement as they travel mile after eerie mile through the black waters to ultimately discover the incredible petrified world. See women struggle for survival as they become lost in a world of incredible danger. Caverns explode violently as underground volcanoes unleash their tremendous fury. Suspense, chills, terror, excitement beyond compare. Never, never has a motion picture captured the amazing story, the gigantic spectacle, the staggering force of the incredible petrified world.
Whitlock, born 1595, condemned 1630, and buried alive as a witch.
Where did you get that?
This? We found it pinned to a window curtain in Forrester's office.
It's a witch's charm. A devil doll.
Lon Chaney stars as Morgan Whitlock, inheritor of the secrets of the mystic cult.
Vanessa will be angry.
Vanessa?
Yes. She is coming to us. You will see her tonight yourself. At the Sabbath.
On the night of the witch's Sabbath, the Coven of 13 gathers for the Black Mass of Death. Wherever the unwary sleep, beware the terror of the witch's curse. Wherever the infirm struggle for life, beware the doom of the living dead.
See the creature that undrapes the passions of the living.
As science probes ceaselessly toward new frontiers, man's abilities approach the incredible. Today, human beings can be frozen alive. What unknown dangers await man as he probes for the truth of deep freezing? Will it mean suspended animation or death?
No. It's too much of a risk.
Too much of a risk. There is no risk. We've been saying there's no risk.
I know, but it's different when you're faced with it. I mean, we could be wrong.
Will the human heart stand it? And what about brain damage from oxygen starvation?
-1 standard pressure.
-1 standard pressure.
Thermomodulator cut 50.
Thermomodulator cut 50.
Does he know?
I'll answer that, Helen. At the moment, Dr. Overton is in the next room in a glass case surrounded by solidified gas at about -40 degrees centigrade. His life processes are suspended.
Alive?
Alive.
Contact scorching. Contact scorching.
Bourbon Street, a street like no other in the world. A street that lives in the light and in the shadows.
Anything can happen, and does, on Bourbon Street. Like strip time, sex crime, murder, even a Latin American revolution.
The shadow.
Yes, Senor Presidente, the shadow.
Then you have come to help us.
You're in danger. You must leave here immediately.
Put down that horn and step back.
Evil abounds everywhere, with only the shadow to challenge the powers of darkness.
Ghosts of the dead, ghosts of the living dead, walk these streets with silent tread.
Who's there? What do you want?
His life menaced. Their love jeopardized by terror. They know that a madman, anxious to kill, is loose. Not since the screen was cracked by the shock of high-tension psychological drama has such nerve-shattering entertainment been presented for the enjoyment of the terrified. The fiend who revels in fear has a man's lusts, a ghost's tantalizing mobility, and the devil's very own enjoyment in torture.
Don't let me drown! Let me out!
No.
Hands whose music thrilled the world. Are they now the hands that love to kill? Are they hands that control the man who owns them? Are they Orlak's hands? Or are they those of another human being grafted on? The hands of a killer?
Just look at these hands. They're not mine. They belong to someone else. They have their own thoughts, their own will. I can't control them.
Darling, I'm not frightened of him.
You may ask, is it possible for such things to happen? We can only answer, fact is stranger than fiction. Here is a motion picture filled with startling mystery. The story of a haunting question that drives a man to the brink of insanity. Starring Mel Ferrer as Orlak, victim of a terrible accident.
You think I killed that cat, don't you? Go on, say it!
Monsieur, please!
What are you afraid of? You think I'm going to kill you?
Co-starring Christopher Lee as Nero the Magician, who discovers the secrets of Orlak's hands and hounds him to the edge of madness.
Did you know that your charming little wife and her wise old guardian were planning to have you certified? They want to put you away.
Danny Carell as Lai Lang, who uses her charms to trap Orlak and her beauty to betray him.
Tell me something.
Yes.
What is it you're afraid of?
Lucio Saint-Simon as the wife of Orlak, who loves the man, but fears the hands that would embrace her.
Forgive me, Louise. You're not safe with me.
Uncle Francis,
I've been trying to get you. Uncle Francis, he must be stopped. He's out of his mind.
This one has plenty of fight in him.
Never before has man been transformed into such hideous proportions. Never have teenage girls been subjected to the terrifying ordeal in the fantastic room of torture. Prisoners on this island of the mad must fight desperately to preserve a sane and conscious mind. This strange and powerful story has been acclaimed as the most terrifying of all time, as it bursts forth the unequaled horror of an island of monsters created by a human beast.
Let's get to the car. Hurry.
Looking back, it seems like a nightmare. How horrid.
I really wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it, I'll tell you that. A mummy that walks after hundreds of years in that stone casket.
Can you explain the situation, Uncle Lewis?
No, I can't. Since there is simply no logical reason. That monster is supernatural.
The Nagual-Tezamak has returned to life. Frankly, I'm scared. There's something in this situation that's terrifying.
Don't you have another book on Naguals in your collection, Uncle?
Yes, I do. Let me see.
Hey, take it easy with a whiskey, will ya?
Let me get a hold of my nerves, honey, then I'll climb back on the wagon.
Here it is. It's a great book. Its author is Luis Gonzalez Obregon, page 260. In our vocabulary, Nagual is a synonym of genius. It also means demon or hobgoblin. And Nagualism is a common type of magic. In many places in Mexico it is practiced today, and in the Republic of Guatemala. And I'll add that the power the Nagualist or witch doctor imagines he has, once he's transformed into the animal or demon he prefers as a disguise, and I might add that this is also true of all the rites in this sect, is almost the same in many cases as the sorcery used in the Middle Ages in Europe. I think you better try and get some rest. It's quite late. I'll stay here a while and try to decipher the breastplate. Charlotte, could you help me?
I'd be delighted.
Good night, Uncle Lewis.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Now listen. I learned that Dr. Tracy found the Aztec collar. Now my plan is you will go there, take them by surprise, and get me the golden necklace. These are my orders.
The master wants us to take our guns tonight, just for protection.
In case there are cops around.
Right. If there's any shooting, we don't want to be heard. Use your silencers.
Come on.
Dragon's gang wiped out by strange monster. The badly mangled bodies were found this morning by police patrolling the area.
I feared something like this. My father foresaw it. The Nagual is going to go on killing until he finds the necklace. The breastplate must be returned, or undoubtedly the mummy will be coming for us.
That's all I need.
What's the matter? Are you afraid?
Who? No. Well, I think we better be careful. Maybe that stupid mummy has fits and undresses. Who knows what he has beneath his clothes?
Look, he's sleeping now. During the day he won't harm you. When the sun goes down, that's when you must be careful. That's why I think we'd better go now.
You're very sure that he's sound asleep now, aren't you? Maybe he'll feel a draft suddenly and go out and get a blanket.
Oh, don't talk nonsense.
We better wait for the rest to get here and go shoulder to shoulder.
I assure you that they couldn't be convinced easily that the mummy is a threat to our safety. What about it?
You're dragging me. I don't like it.
Did you hear that noise? What is it?
I think it's my knees, because I recognize the rhythm.
Keep going.
Is anyone home? I guess there's no one home, right?
Quit hitting and go on. Tommy?
Charlotte? 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 I know you're hiding, Charlotte. Charlotte? Charlotte! Charlotte! Say something, anything! Charlotte! Charlotte!
What's the matter?
What's going on? Where's Charlotte? Stop making like a monkey. Where's Charlotte?
Charlotte. Charlotte and I, we went to the pyramid to take back the necklace. She got lost in the pyramid. The mummy will have her for supper.
Oh, the poor kid. We must go find her.
Come on.
But fast, before the sun goes down and the Nagual comes back to life.
Come on.
Come on, make it snappy, Tommy. Come on.
I was there.
Come on.
I've already been there.
We gotta be careful now. He might surprise us.
Come and help me.
Look, he's afraid of fire.
Look, Loretta, he's a vampire now.
He's a mummy again.
He disappeared. Look, a spider.
A tarantula.
Cover on up.
Watch out. I can't stop it any longer.
Get the chain, hurry.
Can't you untie me? Please, Professor. You're Dr. Tracy. This belongs to Sochi.
We'll leave before he gets away.
Well, I guess this is the end of our search. Who can tell how many centuries more the Aztec treasure will remain hidden?
And that's it! Robot versus the... You're going to throw that at the camera dandy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Alright. If we were in 3D, that would have looked awesome. But unfortunately, we will never be in 3D. So, here we go. You want to try the eyeball?
Sure.
It's a little soggy. Something got spilled on the table. I'm thinking the foot might be leaking.
No, it's the pipes.
Pipes in the basement. Pipes in the basement of Bear Morbid. Alright, here you go. Remember, the camera's an expensive piece of equipment. If you hadn't noticed, by the way, behind Camera Dandy, yeah, that's what we like to call an incredibly large drum kit.
Yes.
Not ours. Not ours. There's a band that practices down in the basement of Bear and Morbid. We rent out the space to them, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways. Keep tuned on for more wacky Basement of Bear and Morbid stuff. Keep tuned on. We're going to keep updates on the in-action figure. You saw that all last week. Maybe I'll shoot a little quickie commercial we'll put in every episode, and people can order it. And how much did we decide it was going to be? $9.99?
Yes.
Or was it $10?
$10.
$10 for an in-action figure. What a bargain. Your movie tonight was Robot versus the Aztec Mummy. Another example of classic Mexican cinema. Beloved by Jacques. Every time we show something from Mexico, Jacques pretty much goes into a rage. So we'll be sure to show another one next week. Maybe we'll show the Brainiac. I don't think we've shown. Maybe we'll show the Brainiac. See how much he loves the movies. All right. Any last words for the fans? Look right out there, Jacques, and give them the last word from Jacques for the week.
Well, the lab cat's down here.
That's really what you want to go out with? The lab cat's down here?
What? The lab cat's down here.
Do you have any famous words for the words of wisdom of Jacques Straub for the studio audience to hold near and dear to their hearts for the last week? For this last week? For this next week, I mean. Sorry, folks. He's deep in thought. We have to let him go. Go ahead.
Dragons.
Dragons! That's pretty good. Jacques been playing a lot of Skyrim. That'll do it. But you might be hearing the lab cat. She's relatively camera dandy is picking up the lab cat and putting her on the amplifier. Is that what that is?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, as always, I am your host, Bear and Morbid. My lovely lab assistant, Jacques Straub. We are here in the basement of Bear and Morbid. Good night!